Hello there, party people. So, I recently talked about trying to preserve your memories, trying to preserve your childhood, and how do you keep things that might even seem nonsensical, might seem pretty pointless to you throughout history, right? So, a lot of you might say that, there is no real hope to keep things. We live in a live service world now where, going forward, your memories aren't your own. The government has the right to take them and destroy them, and do everything in its power to work against you. And there's a lot of truth to that for modern Zoomers. Like, how exactly are you supposed to make your memories relive your childhood, keep what's precious to you, at least somewhat precious, in a world where you live in a live service environment where everything is meant to be done and dusted, here and then there tomorrow, gone now. And in that environment, you're not allowed to own even the most basics of basics. You're basically not allowed to even enjoy the own. Is that better? Your own, no. Your own fruits of your own labor, right? The video games you own in modern day aren't even specifically yours. You can't mod them. You can't use, for instance, 1.1c to play some ancient mod that, Lord knows how many of you have played. Lord knows how many of you have actually enjoyed or gone through. Lord knows you're not allowed to build a world in which you're enjoying things, even things that are far superior to current user products. And it's true, there's a lot of depression, but even in modern day, you can still get your media together and get to a point where no one can take some things from you. Now, what do I mean by how to make it so they can't take it from you? For instance, in a game like Fortnite, it's entirely possible at some point that the servers go down for good. That after all is said and done, the government has decreed that you don't get to enjoy this anymore. Or perhaps, the people that make the game decree it. At some point, it's beyond your control, and you don't get to enjoy things as you once enjoyed them. And that's entirely possible in virtually every single product in modern day, because we live in a live service, always online world, where we basically have to hope and pray that through the use of our own intellect, we can somehow make single-player renovations to a lot of these always online titles, or make private servers. I'm someone that enjoys RuneScape quite a bit. Like, I don't enjoy what's happened to that game as it grew, and as the developers abandoned the principles that made it good, as they stopped listening to their corporation, their consumers, and instead started taking the power in their own hands to start making up arbitrary rules as they went. And so, the inevitable result of this, where the game is dying now, and it's pretty clearly dying, like Desert River 2 is a flop. And the question is, why can you almost assume with a 1-to-1, 100% certainty that when these things happen, that the product is going to die? And I think the answer to that is kind of complicated, but I feel like this game, Diablo, really will tell you exactly why things go down and become inevitably leave it to these schizophrenic S-posters who try and create quality products. Now, you might be saying to me, well, Snide, what's wrong with the pink-haired, cringe-lord developers? Shouldn't they be allowed to make products that they enjoy? And maybe it's just not made for you. Maybe the future of gaming is not white people, right? Which is what a lot of people are going to counter about this kind of stuff. And I would say, well, let's examine that then, shall we? So, Diablo is one of the most famous and well-loved video games throughout all history, the entire lineage up until Newell's. We're talking about Lord of Destruction from basically 1998 to 2013 when Diablo 3 came out. It was considered one of the greatest games of all time, and rightfully so. The game is just factually amazing. as far as video game perfection goes, it's got the right type of formula. It pretty much defined a generation or two of video games. And in reality, its downfall is one of the sadder things that happened in the world. And so, in 2013, we weren't ready for what the future of gaming was really going to look like. We were still doe-eyed and innocent. And I have to do a series on Gamergate soon as to where this all plays into it, but that's like a very long series of videos probably. So I'm going to try and keep this short and discuss this specific instance. So when 2013 came around, we, as gamers, didn't realize our video games were not being made by gamers for gamers, which is where the initial disconnect happened. I would say Diablo 3 is the first point when it finally hit the gaming market, these games that had been produced by these pink-haired Rant lords that had been educated in their Marxist indoctrination centers with all of this new think garbage, right? And it wasn't until Diablo 3 that people realized how bad the games could actually be. And you know, after the huge flop that was Diablo 3, Blizzard spent a lot of time making Reaper of Souls. And I'm someone that loves ARPGs so much, I actually played Diablo 3. You know, I did Paragon 100, I did all of the important stuff. I made a ton of money, by the way, off the auctions. Big dosh. And as someone who actually enjoyed the game and played it extensively, like, I know it's kind of embarrassing for me to say that I enjoyed Diablo 3, like, how cringe, but it was true. I enjoyed it, and I still, in fact, even enjoy Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls occasionally, at least once a ladder reset. Is that an upgrade? Yeah, I think that's going to be an upgrade if I add stuff onto it. I'll check later. Let's just kill stuff for now. But yeah. As someone that actually enjoyed Diablo 3, despite its flaws, sure, Inferno was hard, but it wasn't impossible. Even the early Inferno, you just needed to do it. What was wrong with the game was the rainbows and the entire iconography, the whole point of killing the game so that, you know, strong, empowered, diverse characters could take over after it's gone. All of this basically set the game up to be a catastrophic failure, and it was throughout all of its history. You know, Reaper of Souls was absolute garbage. And why I talk about Diablo is because the Diablo 3 patch notes were released recently. And they covered, for those of you that didn't play Diablo 3, basically, if you wanted to compete Diablo 3 on the ladder, there was something called Paragon, which is a system where you could infinitely grind levels, and the optimal way to grind levels was in a party. The vast majority of the high-end players, what they would do is they would bot during the night while they were sleeping to grind keys, and then play with a group to grind keys for EXP. And they would do this for several months on end, and then towards the end of the season they would push with like ridiculously high Paragon levels because your damage would scale infinitely. So even without playing as good, if you didn't do this, you just simply weren't competing right. And this was a problem that existed throughout pretty much the entirety of Reaper of Souls. Like, people had been complaining about it since basically day one of the ladder. You know, I believe it was ladder season 2 when people realized, hey, this probably isn't a good idea, we should limit Paragon at some point. That was a decade ago. And it's taken over a decade for Blizzard to listen to its fans and figure out, you know what, maybe we should cap Paragon at 800, which is a pretty reasonable point. It takes around a day or two of playing to hit 800 Paragon. So now it's about min-maxing your gear and actually playing better to get rewards. Strange, I know. You're telling me that if you want to reap the benefits, you should play better so that you can outplay people instead of outgrind them. Now, while that might seem strange for how to design the competitive aspects of your game with a ladder, let me tell you, it's almost comical that it's taken this long. And so why has it taken over a decade for Blizzard to realize, you know what, hey, maybe we should make it so our video game doesn't have infinite scaling because that creates a toxic environment. And we all know the answer. It's because of playtime metrics. It's because it looks really good to their corporate overlords who don't play video games, just like the developers who don't play video games. That, hey, these people are playing all day on their bots, and you know, they log in and play for 20 hours, and that's like the majority of the high-end player base. This is great, man. Look at these metrics. These people are boosting them up. So we must be doing a really good job making a really good game, because of playtime metrics instead of what's actually true. It's actually making the game better. And so, because Blizzard is run by people that got their degrees based on diversity, because they don't actually play games themselves or understand what they want, it took them over a decade and multiple teams to get through one of what must be the most basic and easiest changes to do ever. Simply cap Paragon at something. Now, it doesn't need to take like a day. They could have easily capped it at like 1 or 2 days. Just something you could average grind soul as a person in a league, and then max out your gear, and then be ready to at least compete at not a disadvantage versus, you know, the hyper tryhards, right? And I'm a pretty hardcore gamer. This doesn't impact me, but I'm just talking about being the best game in general for Diablo 3. And so they finally fixed that and done that, right? After Lord knows how much time. Now, finally, they did the thing people have been asking them to do for over a year. Now, as they announced, that would be the final season of Diablo 3, only online multiplayer. I still am curious if they're going to release a single-player version of Diablo 3 for people to play and enjoy career rifts and all of that. Wouldn't that be something so that I could categorize that? Because I've put probably 3,000 hours into Diablo 3. I like me Diablo games. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like Diablo games. I've played a ton of the RPGs. I'm going to be playing Path of Exile very soon. It'll probably already be out at the release of this video, but I personally am looking forward to playing new PvP. I didn't know this, but apparently there was something called Movies that came out recently. It's going to be a much more hardcore game, and I'm probably going to be playing Summoner just because I hear gems are really difficult to get. And you know what's really easy to get, or what's really easy to make any gem work, as long as you get it to drop and it fits somewhere with your playstyle. That's right, a Summoner. You know why? Well, because I can, you know, use specters and basically put anything that hacking can use the gems. If I get melee gems, I can just throw them on SRS or something like that, or zombies. You know, if I get ranged gems, I can put them on a ranged specter. If I get caster gems, I can put them, or support gems, I can put them on a caster. And that'll just make the leveling process really easy, and I just basically have to just use whatever specters would be best with whatever gem set I get. And then I can farm for other characters, see if I want to do something else. It isn't a summoner, but I like playing summoners and these type games. They're really relaxed. I don't like having to swing my mouse around too much. I mean, the fact that in Medium XL you get basically Enigma with a cooldown just starting on a summoner is really great for like telecom and stuff. I'm not doing a good job of it here. I'm just like not really thinking too much about it. I'm just clicking on the screen just to enjoy myself and casually around, but you know, it's about protecting your memories at the end of the day. And what we really need to get focused on is getting to a point where we can protect our memories. And I'm sure someone, at some point after the Diablo 3 servers eventually go down, just like the regular Diablo servers going down in another decade from now, after we've heard there's going to be more updates to the game. After all of this, I don't think there's ever going to be a Diablo 3 classic. I don't think enough people even have that much of love for it. No, I didn't mind it. I don't enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoyed PoE. I put way more hours in PoE, just to stop. But, you know, the RPGs are something I really enjoy because it's great for me as just like a way to turn my brain off. And a lot of my best memories are actually from the RPGs, especially the MMO varieties, just because it's fun to play with your buds, like compare your finds, compare your crazy builds. You know, hey, look at what I made work. Wow, very cringe. Such yikes. And yeah. But that's just something I personally, you know, enjoy or want to experiment with. And so, hopefully you guys are thinking about ways for you to enjoy your memories for as long as you're alive. You know, I've still got all the Makoto Shinkai flips I enjoy. Probably not going to put Suzume in that collection because that one I'd probably like to pretend doesn't exist. But the rest of them were all wonderful, beautiful people. And I cleared this like an absolute ape. I'm pretty sure it might be fully cleared, but yeah, whatever. That's probably a good enough place to end it on. Save and exit on my single player median XL game. You guys have a lovely day. I have been enjoying medium XL single player, just having fun. The music still comes back to me, you know. And yes, I have paid for Diablo 2. I have the CD keys associated with my Battle.net account. I can do anything I want with it. Fuck you. Bye.